Oh, hi. I'm making this video for my clients, and I'm going to show you how to post ears on Flame, your dog. Her ears are completely healed, and she's, I think, 4.5 months old. She has a show crop. And first of all, I want to show you what to do. She's in her I call it the witching hour in the evening, where she's just wanting to bite on everything because she's teething. And if you can see, she's got her adult teeth coming in the back. Let me get this up close so you can see it. You can come in, zoom in. This is homeopathic chamomile. And this is something that you want to use on a puppy that is teething. You can't read it? Chamomile, CHAMOMILLA, 30C potency. This helps with teething babies, human babies. I'm just pouring a few pellets into the cap. And really what I should do is give her, give her a couple of doses of this before I start, because see how she's wanting to just bite everything? And all I'm doing is dumping it in her mouth and making sure it touches a mucous membrane. I don't care if she spits it out. But a couple, 3 doses of this, maybe every 10-15 minutes, will slow her down a lot. So while we're posting, I'll probably give her some more of this. So I'm using backer rods right now, but we could also use zip ties. And there's another video on zip ties. These are 3, let's see if I get this right, 5/8, no, let me get this right. That's not it. Okay. These are 5/8 inch backer rods. They're window backer rods, they're foam. And I've cut them to be longer than I need them to be to fit in her ears. They're already wrapped with duct tape, and all I do is cut duct tape lengthwise, and I roll these up like a cigarette. And I leave a little bit of backer rod out at the bottom of them, so that that'll be soft on the bottom. And then I have paper tape here. I'm going to show you the brand. This is Next Care paper tape. You can get this on Amazon. And she's over there chewing on stuff on my couch, which I know what you guys are going through. I get it, because I've been through it a million times. All I'm doing is back wrapping this. I've got the sticky side out, and I'm back wrapping this backer rod so that the sticky side is out. And I'm not going to make you watch me do several of these. I'm going to do a couple of them. And I already have, if you'll show up here, Jeff, I already have pieces of paper tape already cut. I've got one for each ear. I've got a long one, a kind of a short one for the top, and 2 middle-sized pieces. That's for each ear. I just get those cut ahead of time and ready. And so I'm wrapping. I keep it nice and tight, and I try not to make wrinkles if I can. This stuff tears, so you can either tear it, or I like to cut it. And if you do not have bandage scissors, I'll mention the stuff I sell in the store if you need it. If you don't have bandage scissors, you need these. You need good quality bandage scissors. And I do sell these in my store, and they're very inexpensive. I think they're $6. So we're just back wrapping this so it's nice and sticky. And this is going to end up being cut off, so I'm just going to tear it. And then I'm going to put another piece around the bottom to make it very sticky at the bottom if I can. Just back wrap the bottom. We want everything to be very lightweight. And I remember when I hiked up and down the Grand Canyon, everything had to be measured in grams. So we needed, like, even our toothbrushes had to be you know, as few grams as possible. And it's the same is true with these ear posts. So there we go. I'm going to do another one of these, and I'm going to take this outside, both of them, and I'm going to spray them with this sticky spray. It's 3M Super 77 multi-purpose adhesive. So I'm going to spray this down and just kind of wave it in the air. And I'm going to prep 2 of them like that, and you can stop now. I'm going to go give her some more chamomile. So these are the posts now. They've been sprayed with this spray. Whoops, it's dark. This spray, lightly, and then waved in the air. She got another dose of chamomile. Let me see if I can show that to you up close. And then I'm going to clean her ears out with alcohol. And I also recommend that you have Unisolve, the wipes, and also the liquid. I guess I don't have it here, but the liquid, so that you can get tape off. So I'm going to pause this for a second, and then I'm going to clean her ears and show you how to post them. So I cleaned her ears out. I had used Torbot skin glue. Where's my Torbot? Look on it. Here we go. I had used Torbot just to put one of the post bottoms back into her ears, and so I needed to get that out, and I used Unisolve to get that out. So I used the Unisolve patches to get that out, and then I cleaned that up with alcohol, and I'm just letting them dry and giving her little ear massages. And also make sure you have your treat jar. Those are 2 of my Gentry champions in our treat jar that we had made on Zazzle. And we make sure that we give lots of cookies. Yeah, we give cookies. And you can train while you're doing this. I also have 2 short pieces of Coban, C-O-B-A-N, also known as vet trap cut. And those are going to go on the very outside to just secure everything. But you do not want this stuff touching skin, because it's rough and it can cut skin. I also have a piece of Zonas, Z-O-N-A-S tape. And this is 1.5 inch, and I've got it cut. I'm going to rip that in half, and you'll see how I use that in a minute. So we're going to try to do something with a camera going that we normally don't have a camera going for. And we're going to put that down inside of her ear. Whoop. And here we go. And I'm going to always pull her ear up tight. Get that down in her ear really well. And then I'm going to wrap these 4 pieces of paper tape around it. Every time I wrap it around, I'm going to pull her ear up real full. And I'm going to put the tape around very loosely and then just squish it down. So I have this post in her ear, and I have this little flap on her ear is always back. So I'm going to pull her ear up nice and full, and I'm going to wrap this piece of tape around. This is paper tape. It's very hard to do with only 2 of us. It takes 3 people. But this is going to go around her ear and around the bottom side. I'll show you the result here in a second. So this first piece is wrapped around her. I'm going to cut that right there. It's very loose. I pulled her ear up nice and tall, and then I just squish it down with my hands. And then all the rest of the pieces are going to go here the same way. And then just always guide your holder to hold the dog's head when you need them to. I just cut this off. See, it was too long. And I put my finger over the top of her ear when I cut it to make sure that I wasn't cutting anything I shouldn't. So there's now 4 pieces of paper tape around this, and I pulled her ear up real nice and tall each time. And then I did these loose, and then I squished them. And the next thing I'm going to do is put vet trap or Coban around it. So I have this co-band wrapped around her. Again, I pulled her ear up nice and tall before I wrapped it around, and then I squished it. It's very loose. And I'm going to put a piece of Zonus tape starting the same direction. Is it possible for you to hold her ear for me? There we go. I just want to show how this goes on. And again, pull her ear up tight. There we go. So this is how it goes on. And I'll show you in a minute the finished product. So the Zonus tape is wrapped around the bottom. Everything is very loose. It's just squished down. And if you need extra sticky, you can always use the Torbot, but use it very sparingly. And you have to put it on both surfaces and let it sit for a minute. But this will last her 2 or 3 days. And as soon as this post pops out, that's my sign to just go ahead and take it all down and repost her. That way I have a chance to check, I can sniff, I can look inside of her ear. I use my nose a lot, make sure that I don't smell anything going on. But this is very lightweight, and real quickly she's going to forget that she has this on. She gets lots of treats while we're doing it, and lots of chamomile. I want to show you that when I'm laying this co-band down, it's above where the paper tape is. So it's wrapped around, but it's not touching her skin. So this is the final, and you can see that the Zonus tape is around the bottoms, and that's what's touching her skin, really. Yeah, with that itchy tail, huh? Let me see if you can see this up close. This will last 2 or 3 days. Do not let this go for 5 or 6 days, because you can get wounds inside there that you're not seeing. And this, when it's real lightweight, they can respond to sounds and stuff, and hey, make noises, make kitty noises. Hello, hello. See how she can control that? And she'll develop her muscles. And then as soon as this bottom pops out, just cut the whole thing off. Use the Unisolve to soak the tape. Cut it off with a bandage tape. Make sure your finger is underneath it when you're cutting, so you never cut any skin. Never, never, never cut any skin. And she's had 3 doses of chamomile, but she's still in her witching hour, so she's a little better. But anyway, I hope this helps.